Hey, all right, so it's just Nidia here, and aside from the bad lighting, I am all dressed and ready for my Emirates chauffeur to come pick me up and take me to Boston, where I'll be boarding the Emirates flight business class to Dubai. It's a 12-hour and 15-minute flight, and I'm going to take you along with me. Just so everyone knows, business class comes with chauffeur service to and from, so you get picked up, brought to the airport here, and when I arrive in Dubai, there'll be a chauffeur there to take me to my hotel. And you're also allowed to select your meals in advance. And my understanding is that the my seat assignment is going to be a window seat, and it's going to be a completely lay flat bed. Well, I guess it's a chair for most of the flight, but then it goes completely flat. Anyway, I have never gone on an Emirates flight. I have never been to Dubai. Every time I've done first class, it's basically just been here domestically. And I did business class once from Australia many, many years ago. So this is going to be a treat. I'm actually going to Dubai to attend the Arab World Health Conference, and I'll show you a little bit of that. But I'm really interested in showing you the city. Showing you the city. I booked several excursions and several tours, and I'm going to be making sure that I vlog those. And if not vlogging, then definitely get the video and I will narrate it and share everything with you and with our viewers when I return. So I'm getting ready. The chauffeur should be here in the next 15 or 20 minutes. See you at the airport and see you on my 777 jet from my seat 7C in business class on the Emirates flight. Okay, so first things first. If you fly business class on Emirates, it comes with a chauffeur service. So they were on time. It was an amazing driver. He got me right on the road and we started driving. Right after checking in and getting past security, first things up also included the Emirates lounge. And it's complimentary if you are flying first or business class. And if you're not, but you're traveling with someone else who's on that same flight, then you can pay for your friend to come into the lounge so you have someone to spend some time with. It's not too expensive either. This is a shot of the lounge. It's actually not just a room. It's a big, huge area. And because it's late night and it was a late night flight, it wasn't like they had big dinners. It was more small plates. So it had hummus and little skewers and vegetables, cheese plates, a couple of dessert options. This is just some of the scenery. It did have a table area and these nice couch seating lounge-like areas. And here's something really great. They announce the flight and you actually board the plane from the lounge. You do not have to go back out toward the gate. So you step into the airplane and here is seat 7F. The business class seat that I was in on this Boeing 777. And first things first, they hand you some menus. We're obviously going to have a couple of meals and a number of different snacks while we're on this. I believe on the way to Dubai, it may have been a 12-and-a-half-hour or so flight. It's a little shorter on your way to Dubai, a little longer coming back. Probably due to, I don't know, the crosswinds and the wind direction, something like that. Lots of options though. Lots of options, a little bit of everything for everyone. You can kind of get a sense of what was offered by looking at the menu. Large, I believe it was a 23-inch screen. The seating area is huge. I couldn't even reach the end. I'm not very tall, but it is an amazing seat. The seat does go down flat. They offer you a mattress to cover the seat. That's a personal refrigerator that's included in each of these bins. They also provide some amenities, some Bulgari amenities. So you get some creams and some you get a toothbrush, you get some cream, you get a hairbrush, you get some other things, some deodorant. I believe you get everything you really need, all in this nice little zipper pouch. There's the deodorant that they give you now. Like I said, toothbrush and creams and mouthwash and all kinds of things like that. Nice amenities. You also get that's the hairbrush. You also get another pouch that has an eye mask and some slippers. They do offer you pajamas to wear on the flight as well. So between the mattress, the pajamas, the eye mask, and little tissues and things that they give you. A lot of quite cute little amenities. Down on the floor, you can see it wrapped in plastic, is a wonderful lined blanket. That was wonderful. So here's the dinner options. I got the seafood linguine, and you'll see what that looks like. For dessert, I got the cheese board. And those were light bites. They offer those throughout the flight. And for breakfast, you have a couple of options as well. Definitely a lot to choose from. In terms of juices, soft drinks, mocktails, cocktails, teas, there's nothing they don't have. I'm not a champagne drinker, but I saw them carrying around that bottle of Moet and just basically filling champagne glasses at each person's seat. That's just a shot of the headphones, the big TV screen, really impressive entertainment system. It was really, really great. I watched a lot of movies. So this is the window view. I'm actually seated between two windows. I have a window right in front of me. Actually, my area had three windows. The one that you can see near the TV, the one next to it, and then one just slightly behind my chair. A lot of ambient lighting, reading lamp, all kinds of controls so that you can manage everything on your entertainment screen. It was actually quite thoughtfully laid out. This is an iPad that controls everything from the music, the channels, and in addition to movies and television and music radio, there were also lots of documentaries and a lot of information about Dubai, top attractions, things to do. There was also podcasts and things that you can tune into. I never wanted for anything to do. In addition to that, too, all kinds of shopping. Online shopping from your system. And one thing that I've never ever really encountered on an airplane before, you can use in-flight calling. So for example, if you are traveling with someone who's not sitting near you, you can call each other using your in-flight system and talk to each other on the phone. You just have to know each other's seat numbers. Gotta be honest, even though I saw the option, I didn't necessarily try it. It's a long flight, and I was really happy that I was able to sleep through a good chunk of it, but just giving you a sense of what the layout looks like. What I'm trying to do with this video is show you what it was like to fly business class on the Emirates airline. Lots of storage space, place to put my pocketbook. There's a place under the seat in front of me that has a cover where you can put things, and of course you have your own overhead bin. They're very generous with the luggage weight allowance also. I think my luggage was way over 50 pounds and I wasn't charged anything extra, and you can check 2 pieces and bring on another 2 pieces. But they seem to be quite liberal with that, at least on the flights that I took. So it was very, very nice, very relaxing. There's the seat-to-seat information about making seat-to-seat phone calls that I was mentioning before. And there's the little handheld remote that lets you manage the television screen. The television screen, in case you're wondering, is also touchscreen. Here's what it looks like when the table comes down and they put a nice white napkin on it, sort of tablecloth-like. They have a separate little thing. You can see my cup there. It pulls out. It's a really nice place to plug in your phone, or to just make an extra little spot shelf kind of thing that's out of the way of the dinner tray. This is the appetizer section. That's a mezze platter with hummus and other things and a fresh salad. It's quite comfortable. It's not the separate little room suite that the people in first class got, but the difference in cost between business and first is astronomical. In fact, I think there are 2/3 more business class seats on this Boeing 777 versus how many are flying first class. The difference in price is quite remarkable. Of course, they use real silverware. They give you nice olive oil for your salad dressings, nice fresh butter. And the service, talk about service with a smile. Everyone is kind, everyone is polite. They're doing their best to really have you think about nothing but just enjoying yourself while you're flying such a long distance. And this is me after that stuffed grape leaf. It was okay. I mean, I like hummus and I like tabbouleh and I like things like that. I'm not a big olive lover, but the quality of the food was really good. And the temperature. So if it was meant to be a cold dish, it was cold. If it was meant to be a hot dish, it was hot. For my main dinner during this flight, I chose the linguine with lobster. And yes, that's a lobster tail on this plate. It also came with a salad, and it came with a few other odds and ends that you can sprinkle over the top of it. I have to say the flavor was outstanding. And for those of us who enjoy, a little bit of salt and pepper, it did come with your own salt and pepper shakers. It really felt like being at a nice restaurant in terms of the utensils and the weight of the utensils, the nice glassware that they gave you. It just was really good. And it wasn't a small portion. That's me taking a chunk out of the lobster tail. I couldn't finish this dish, and it's, of course, the main dish. This is after the mezzi platter and after having had, a few other bites, salads. They bring around fresh rolls. And when you first get seated, you get to choose between warm nuts and or a cold olive tapenade. So they give you a lot. How I would compare this to other flights? Well, I've only flown first class or business class internationally one other time outside of this time, and it was from Australia many years ago. But this was just beyond what I was expecting. I have flown domestically first class on many occasions, and with the exception of JetBlue Mint, which felt like a really upgraded experience. Unless you're going on a long flight, I would not opt for flying first class on most of the domestic flights on domestic airlines. My dessert was a cheese platter. Had a couple of grapes, a couple of selections of hard cheese, soft cheeses, and some crackers. You can see I dig into that. And did a good job digging into it. After your meal, they bring you some nice chocolates too. Let me see if I have a nice picture to show you. One of the chocolates, I believe, was a dark chocolate. The other may have been, here it is, a white chocolate, white lemon dome, and a dark chocolate. So all in all, it was a really comfortable flight, and you can't want for food. On the drink and beverage service side, sky's the limit. You can get whatever you like. They have just about everything on board. They had Grey Goose, they made espresso martinis, they had champagne flowing, every kind of wine. My seatmate was drinking beer and having Coke with whiskey. They were liberal pours, and it was just really nice. This shot is just to show you just how much distance you have between your platter, your plate, the table in front of you, and of course the entertainment system. The seat goes all the way flat, it goes all the way down. You really can get a great night's sleep. They give you one pillow, you can ask for another. You do have a blanket. And they dimmed the lights for most of the flight after this meal. There's me watching Barbie on a plane. It was awesome. The table actually lifts up and slides into the left side of the console, so you don't need to have the table down for much of it. Here's a shot of the entire area, so you can see it's laid out with 2 seats on either side on the window side, and then 3 seats across the middle. I will say that if you're going to pay for business class, the seats on the window side, to me, seem better than the seats in the middle section. In particular, I wouldn't want to pay the price to be in a middle seat in the middle, with the other 2 seats, of course, having an aisle. And this is it. After, I don't know, almost 13 and a half or nearing 14 hours of a flight, this is our arrival into Dubai. Very modern city, lots of lights. To give you guys a sense for the amount of time it took, I believe our flight left at around 10-ish. We got to Dubai around 8:30 or 8:45 or so at night. Dubai is 9 hours ahead of Eastern Standard Time. So you leave at night and you land at night, but 12 hours later. So if you sleep on this flight, you kind of land thinking, oh, it's morning in your body, but it's really not morning. It's really evening in Dubai. And this is the final approach. Up, that's us getting off. Welcome to Dubai. And the airport, wow, spacious, modern, big. The walk from our gate to passport and security, quickly got into the chauffeur who was waiting there for us. Again, complimentary. That is the Dubai frame that we're going by on the highway. And these are just a glimpse of the modern skyrise towers that Dubai is so famous for. While we were there, we talked to many people who were local. Oh, and that is the Museum of the Future. And the view, by the way, from our hotel room. We stayed at the 25 hours hotel. Different type of vibe. They called this the glamping room. So it had 2 beds, and it had this kind of glamping, very down-to-earth, natural kind of feel. A separate bathroom, toilet room. Of course, it had a big walk-in type shower. Lots of storage and lots of shelves. It did have a desk area, a safe, and a big window. That's the view from the window in our room at the 25. That's the, you can actually see the reflection of our TV in the glass of the window. But yeah, we had an amazing view of that building. That is the Museum of Science. I think it opened in 2022. We didn't get to go because you need to book entrance in advance. And I heard there's a 3 or 4 week advance wait to be able to go and actually see the Museum of the Future exhibits. Those are the beds. And they welcomed us with, what else? We're in Dubai. Camels. So that's it. That's our first video. And we hope you enjoy the rest of this series.